So good day everyone, kami ang presenter sa araw na ito at ang aming lesson na i-discuss ay ang high quality play at different ages. Pero bago muna tayo dumako sa ating lesson, ay gusto ko muna magdasal ng lahat. Handa na ba? Okay. So, sabayan nyo lang ang aking prayer and let us clap our hands, clasp, and bow our heads. And let's pray. Dear Lord, we invite your presence in our classroom. Lord, bless each student and our teachers as we embark on another day of learning. Please give us a clear mind and open hearts so we can grasp the knowledge and lessons set before us. Amen. Oh, that's very nice. So bago mo na umpisa sa lesson, gusto mo na bigyan na kayo ng energy sa lesson na ito. Alam niyo ba ang larong jumbled words? Anyone? Okay, so ang jumbled word ay magbibigay ako ng jumbled na letters. And kayo na mag-arrange to form a word with those letters. Okay? And the instructions, arrange the letters to figure out the word. Ayan. So, handa na ba ang lahat? Represent ko na ang ating first word. First word. Anyone? Yes. Tama. Palakpakan natin ang ating sarili. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Oh. Ngayon, meron na tayong brief idea kung ano yung pagdadaanan nating topics sa lesson na ito. So, umpisahan na natin ang lesson. What is play, guys? Laro-laro lang ba iyon? What is play? Any brief ideas? Okay. So, ang play, sinasabi lang dito ni Bridget at Reguero Emily, na children learn through play. So, ang mga bata, they learn from having fun, okay? Kasi syempre bata, di ba? Kailangang i-enjoy nila ang natututunan nila. Hindi naman pwedeng isaksak lang sa kanila yung kanilang matututunan. Like, ito yan. Ito ang science, ito ang math. Hindi naman pwede yan. Dapat you engage students, let them find interesting yung lesson. At yun, nakakatulong ang play. Ayan. Play changes over time as children master new skills and reach new stages in their development. So, syempre, alamin din natin na, yung mga play, syempre, hindi naman lahat ng 12 years old ma-find attracting pa rin ang rattles or mga puzzle games. Like, yung mga shape na nilalagay sa box na pang mga baby. Yan. Siyempre, alamin din natin na there are different kind of play for different ages or different stages ng bata. Kasi nga, nade-develop na rin naman na ang kanilang skills like creativity. May stages sila na mas nagagamit nila ang imagination. Siyempre, pag baby ka pa, hindi mo pa naman nagagamit imagination mo fully. Pero mayroon namang stages or may age ang bata na nagagamit na ang imaginations. And, syempre, iba na ang play style dun. Iba na yung i-apply mong play for them to learn. Okay, so, ano na ang sunod? At dito na papasok ang the stages and the types of play na ipipresent ng aking mga ibang presenters.
The stages and types of play. Toddlers begin to develop their understanding of the world around them. Toddlers, birth to 3 years old. So, simulan natin sa 0 to 3 months. Unoccupied play, 0 to 3 months old. It is absolutely the foundation of future play. They'll observe their surroundings and make random body movements out of curiosity. Interaction with caregivers help babies gain awareness about their new life. So, alam naman natin ng mga bata na 0 to 3 months is wala pa yang alam sa kanilang na parang di pa nila alam yung mundo na ginagalawan nila. So, nakabase pa lang sila sa paggalaw-galaw nila, parang nag-observe pa lang sila kasi hindi pa rin agad sila nakakakita or nakakaalam kung ano yung mga nasa paligid nila. Parang nag-observe pa lang yung body movement nila na out of curiosity o parang gusto lang gawin ng katawan. Sa solitary play naman is 0 to 2 years old. So also sometimes known as independent or non-social play. Toddlers often play independently, exploring their surroundings, toys, without direct interaction with others. Learn learn about their surroundings, build confidence and independence, practice creativity, experience cause and effect, and fine-tune then their motor skill. So alam naman natin ng mga batang mga 1 to 2 years old is parang naglalaro yan sa sarili nila, parang um, yung iba diyan independent, parang gusto nila kasi sila lang. Parang yung iba nga ayaw na may kalaro, parang gusto nila sila lang yung naglalaro ng ano nila, mga gusto, yung mga bagay na gusto nila. Yung iba naman is gusto nila may kalaro or sa sa kanilang surroundings naman is nagbi-build naman ng confidence and independence para yung creativity nila tsaka yung experience is minsan pagka nagkaroon sila ng maling ginawa, napapaisip sila, ay mali ito, parang gano'n. Napapaisip tapos iiyak. Onlooker play, 2 years old. All about a child watching other children and adults play without actually joining in. Commonly in toddlers or younger children who are still developing language skill, learning how to play by watching and listening. Sa onlooker play naman, ang sinasabi dito yung iba daw bata is parang tinitignan lang yung ibang bata naglalaro, parang wala silang parang hindi sila nagjo-join. Sabi nga dito is child watching other children and adults play without actually joining. Parang mas ano sila sa tinitignan lang nila yung ginagawa ng ibang tao. And sabi naman din dito is common in toddlers or younger children who are still developing language skill. Learning how to play by watching and listening. Mas natututo daw yung mga bata na nanonood sa TV or nanonood sa ibang bagay, tas nakikinig lang. So parang self-learning yung nangyari dito. Parang mas natututo sila kahit di mo sila turuan. Parang nagkaka-knowledge sila sa naririnig nila at sa nakikita nila. Parallel play, 2, 3 and a half year old. Um, when two children are playing next to each other but not together, this is parallel. Toddlers may play near children. They typically engage in their own activities without much interaction or collaboration. Yung sabi naman dito is, when ang dalawa daw bata is nagpe-playing to each other but not together. Parang hindi sila magkasama pero naglalaro sila. Yun yung sinasabi na parallel play. Example dito, alam niyo yung parang example dito is yung lata tapos ilalagay sa tenga tapos malayo yung kasama niya. Pero naglalaro sila. Pero hindi niya yung hindi sila magkatabi. Kumbaga yun yung sinasabi na parallel play. Naglalaro sila pero hindi sila magkasama. Kumbaga malayo yung kalaro niya. Yun yung tinatawag na parallel play. Practice play. A simple way for children to work out how things work. They might repeatedly shake a toy or jump up and down in a dirt to see what happened. Might repeatedly drop a ball and watch it bounce, or practice walking and running. The children learn how things work and learn through trial and error. Sinasabi naman dito sa practice play is parang tinatry muna nila kung para saan ba yung bagay na to, para saan ba yung lapis, parang di pa nila alam yung kung saan gagamitin yun. Parang pag sinulat nila sa pader, sumusulat tong ganito. So parang next time, nagkakaroon sila ng idea na, oh, dito pala ginagamit tong ano na yung lapis, dito pala ginagamit to. So yun yung tinatawag na trial and error na practice play. Parang isa pang example dito is yung yung laruan ng bata na kumakalansing. Parang sinashake nila para saan ba yun. Tapos tas malalaman nila, para pala pang tunog na parang ginaganon lang. Pag inalog nila tutunog. So parang inaalam nila para sa yung mga toy, kung para saan gagamitin yung mga bagay. Parang hihagis pa nila. Tapos parang doon nila malalaman kung para saan talaga yung mga laruan. Yun yung tinatawag na practice play na trial and error.
So next here we have the preschoolers play that ranges from 3 to 5 years old. So preschoolers are developing more complex social skills and are becoming more aware of their own emotions. So kung dun sa toddlers play ay wala pa sila masyadong alam sa mga ginagawa nila. So dito sa preschoolers ay unti-unti na silang nagkakaroon ng kaalaman sa kung ano yung mga bagay na gusto nilang gawin or gagawin nila. So under preschoolers play, we have associative play that ranges from 3 to 4 years old. So it starts to interact with others, sharing toys and engaging in similar activities, but without a shared goal. The children will be both building their own creations. So dito ay nagkakaroon na sila ng parang pagbibigayan sa isa't isa. So dito they will share their toys with others and like kung ano yung meron yung isa, ibibigay niya dun sa isa. Tapos kung ano naman yung wala, yung isa, na meron naman yung isa, ibibigay niya naman doon. So, it's like, what do you call this? Pagpapalitan nila ng gamit. And, it's like this is mine and this is yours thing. Na, ang gagawin nila ay maggagawa sila ng isang bagay na kung ano yung gusto nilang mabuo. And we have the often unstructured and starting to develop more interest in their peers and learning the rules of socialization, such as sharing and cooperation. So dito, hindi sila usually umiikot sa play, kundi nagpo-focus sila sa pakikipag-socialize with other kids of their age. They will learn about sharing their toys, their stuffs, and also cooperation. So next we have the cooperative play that ranges from 4 to 5.5 years. So truly start playing with others and begin to work together towards a common goal, taking turns, following rules, and negotiating roles and more organized. So dito ay nagkakaroon na sila ng same goal, kung ano yung gusto nilang gawin. Nag-take turn sila kung ano yung gagawin nila. And, negotiating roles. Ayun, parang pinag-aanuhan nila, diba, sa mga bata. Mapapansin nyo na yung mga bata, kapag naglalayo sila, sasabihin nila, ako gagawa nito, tapos ikaw dito ka. Ganun yung ano nila, which is isang bagay lang yung binibuild nila, pero dalawa silang nagtutulungan or more para ma-build yung isang bagay na yun. Lastly, we have the symbolic play that ranges from 18 months and up. So, preschoolers use objects to represent other things, engaging in pretend play and developing their imagination. So, dito ay kasama siya sa theory ni John Piaget na ang symbolic play ay yung may gagamitin silang isang bagay to represent something. So, kaya siya naging pretend play. So, halimbawa dito is sa phone. What do kids use to kunwari, nakikita nila sa atin, may hawak tayong phone. Tapos sila, ang gagawin nila, like, they will have something, like, kung ano yung makita nila, like, blocks, or other things na pwede nilang gawing phone. Tas yun, i-imagine nila na dati sa phone, minsan ikiklik-click pa nila yung kunwari meron silang nakiklik. Pero yun yung tinatawag na symbolic play. You're imagining. And so, it also allows children to tap into their imaginations and explore their creativity. So, ayun nga, dahil nga symbolic ay nagkakaroon ng yung pagkukunwari na yung bagay na yun ay totoo. At ayun, yun yung ginagawa nila. Tapos, lastly, they learn problem solving and adaptability. So, dito, hindi naman siya yung talagang problem solving. Siguro yung basic problem solving lang. Then, sa adaptability, kung ano siguro yung nakikita nila sa atin, na good na ginagawa natin, ay gagayahin din nila.
Kindergarten play starts with 5 to 6 years old. Kindergarteners are developing a strong sense of self and becoming more aware of their place in this world. So, dito sa kindergarten, kakaroon na nga sila ng strong sense of self and awareness sa paligid nila. Hindi sa toddlers and preschooler kasi, kung naglalaro sila sa isang lugar kung saan marami ding mga bata, hindi sila ganon nakakapaglaro with others kids kasi meron silang certain play na gustong gawin, yun yung ginagawa nila. Hindi na nila parang ina-adopt yung play na ginagawa ng ibang bata. Makipaglaro sila but not totally laro with them, kundi laro lang sa sarili nila. Yung larong gusto nila, yun lalaroin nila. But here in kindergarten, mas nagiging open sila to play with other kids, to have same game with other kids. And under the kindergarten, we have games with rules. Kindergarteners enjoy structured play with rules such as board games, card games, or even simple sports. Dito sa may game with rules, mas nag-e-enjoy sila dahil nga meron silang sinusunod na certain rules to play, no? Dahil nga din dito, marami na silang naging interaction with other kids. Nagiging obedient din sila sa certain rules na binibigay para makapaglaro. And nag-enjoy sila dahil meron na silang cut na dun. Next is constructive play. Children create something with materials in an organized way. Diba sa mga bata, pag meron sila nakikita mga blocks of Legos, ina-arrange kagad nila yun. Even the pencil, ina-arrange nila yon. Yung mga gamit nila sa bag, ina-arrange nila rin yon. Next, build and create with materials like blocks, Legos, or art supplies. Develop their skills in persistence, planning, and cooperation. They need to problem solve to stop their creation from collapsing, and they need to be adaptable to work around roadblocks in the process. So, dito, pag naglalaro na nga sila, even the blocks, halimbawa pag naglalaro na sila ng Lego blocks, kailangan nilang isipin kung paano nila mapapatayo yung blocks na mas matibay, na hindi siya nagko-collapse. So, nagta-try sila, pag bumabagsak, bubuuhin ulit, kaya nade-develop yung problem solving sa kanila in early age. Kasi nga, sa Lego pa lang, sa pagbibuild pa lang ng mga laruan, is doon na nade-develop. Kasi nga, once na nasira siya, magka-come up na yung bata sa idea na uulitin niya, titignan niya kung anong mali, or bubuuin niya ulit, tapos aalamin niya kung bakit natutumba. Next is the fantasy play. focus to the child's most impressive tool, like their imagination. Diba nga, yung mga bata is masyadong yung imagination nila makulay, masyadong active yung imagination nila. Maglalaro sila dyan kunwari ng ng mga fairy, mga superhero, ganon. Continue to engage and pretend play, but their stories and scenarios become more elaborate and complex. Yun nga, mas elaborate and complex na yung mga scenarios na ginagawa nila. Kunwari is, yun nga, sa paglalaro ng superhero game, merong superhero, meron ding ililigtas. Gumagawa sila ng mga scenarios na tulad ng mga napapanood nila on fantasy movies. Next is they're trying out behaviors to mimic what they see in the real world. It's Dr. Starn is saying that. So, ayun nga, ayon kay Dr. Starn, nagmimimic na sila ng mga behaviors na napapanood nila sa mga fantasy movies. Kaya, nagkakaroon ng elaboration and complex doon sa mga scenarios na nilalalaro nila.
Next is the primary grades from 6 to 8 years old. Children in the primary grades are developing a strong sense of identity and are becoming more independent. Yung stage play na to, dito nagsisimulang maging independent yung mga bata at mas malaman or mas magkaroon sila ng kaalaman tungkol sa sarili nila. Sino nga ba ako? Ano ba yung gusto ko? Ano yung mga gusto kong gawin, gustong subukan, and etc. So, meron tayong 3 types of play na under ng primary grades. First is the competitive play. It consists of organized activities with rules and winners. Enjoy games that involve competition and strategy such as team sports katulad ng mga volleyball, basketball, soccer, board games, diorama, Monopoly, checkers, chess, dama, Scrabble, or card games. Children develop teamwork, turn-taking, emotional regulation, and being a good sport. So, sa types of play na to, dito natutunan ng mga bata maging sports, makipag-interact, makipag-communicate, how they handle their decision-making and their emotions. Next is social play. Social play is where or when children might play with friends at recess, join a club or team, or engage in conversations about their interests. Dito, mas nade-develop ng mga bata yung communication skills nila or yung social norms nila sa ibang mga bata. Dito, mas nakafocus sa pakikipag-socialize. Kung sa competitive play is mas nakafocus about winners or losers, more on strategy. Dito naman sa social play is mga normal na usap-usap lang, like same sila ng hobby, same sila ng gusto, and etc. Lastly is physical play. Physical play, also known as motor play. Here, children might play tag or hide and seek, climb on playground equipment, or participate in organized sports. It is also encourages children to be active and build their gross and fine motor skills. Also important for healthy growth and development. So sa physical play, yung mga primary grades, they need to ample opportunities for physical activities such as running, jumping, and playing games. Dito mas more on galaw, takbo, kumikilos talaga sila na nakafocus sa overall health and well-being nila.
Next is other play. Number 1 is sensory play. Children engage their senses to see how things taste, smell, and touch, and explore texture, color, and shape. So, dito po sa sensory play, to stimulate the child senses. Katulad po, there are 5 senses, diba? So, we have the touch, the smell, the taste, the sight, and also the sound. So, yun po yung mga five senses here dito sa sensory play na nasa-stimulate since we call this a sensory play. Example po nito is Play-Doh or slime. So, yun, binibigyan natin sila ng engaging activities like ganun po yung mga slime. And it develops their fine motor skills. Next is the language play. Learning to play with sounds start to form words as well as other non-verbal communication with such gestures. It usually involves rhymes and songs or things like miming or using hand signals. So dito naman po sa language play, for example po nito yung mga tongue twisters. So tongue twister like seashells, seashores by the seashores. Yung mga ganun pong tongue twister. By this, i-improve po yung pronunciation and fluency ng bata. And also, katulad na sa language play, dito po nade-develop and mas nagiging fluent yung mga bata by also example for this is storytelling. Yung mga storytelling po like gusto nilang exage na story, ganun, mas bibigyan nila ng mga kahulugan and mas na-express nila yung gusto nilang sabihin by telling some stories. Next naman is expressive play. So this is a creative play. Way for children to express themselves. This might be through drawing, singing, playing a musical instrument, all coloring. So dito naman po sa expressive play, dito naman po mas napapakita nila by the word expressive. Ayan, to express. Dito nila mas na-express yung sarili nila by using art, music, dance, or one of the best example din po dito is yung pag-role play. Ayan, binibigyan natin sila ng mga engaging activities like role play. And by doing that, mas na-express nila yung feelings nila and ideas and also their creativity. Next is what we call exploration play. So this is dito naman po, it investigate play. Involves learning about new materials, usually by smelling, touching, or even tasting them. Learn that they can change objects or sensation by manipulating them. So, ito naman po sa expression play, dito na mas nade-develop yung curiosity ng bata and mas dito na de-develop yung pag-think niya like sa problem solving skills niya kasi dito by the word itself exploration, which explore, mas gusto ng bata nagdi-dig in pa siya ng much more information galing sa labas. And one of the example po ng play dito is yung mga nature walk, yun, like yung nagko-collect sila ng mga rocks, ng mga plants, yan yung mga ganong engaging activities. Also yung treasure play or yung treasure hunt, yan, i-promotes po yan ng exploration and observation skills para sa mga bata. And by doing this exploration play, mas nade-develop yung curiosity nila and mas na-understand nila, mas lalo lang naiintindihan and naiintindihan or na-understand yung outside world, kumbaga. So, next naman is lastly, this is the digital play, which is also mean by technology play. It involves video games, tablets, and engaging with digital content, and it can also have a benefits in modern learning. So, dito naman sa digital play, since since nasa modern world na tayo, where technology are everywhere and mas laganap na yung technology, dito naman sa play na to, one of the example dito is yung mga educational games and apps sa mga cellphone, laptops, computers na nakikita natin. And one of the examples dito is yung YouTube, yung platform na YouTube. Meron dito ng mga katulad din na Miss Rachel, yung one of the examples na ng mga mga educational videos na nakikita natin, di ba? Or meron din tayong mga educational games. Hanapin po yung mga example niyan. And dito po, it helps children develop their digital skills and explore the world in innovative ways.
So before I end our discussion, may iiwan akong isang quote by Charles Kiefer wherein we are never more fully alive, more completely ourselves, or more deeply engrossed in anything than when we are playing. Sinasabi niya dito na mas nagiging totoo tayo sa sarili natin or sa mga pinapakita natin kapag naglalaro daw tayo. And of course, it's not all exactly about playing, but it is also about how we handle other people, ourselves, and our emotional, our emotions when we are playing.